Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the graduation parade of Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad 28 and Recruit Constable Squad 148. Please be upstanding for the arrival of our distinguished guests. President of the Northern Territory Police Association, Mr. Paul McHugh. Commander College Command, Hager Burns. Assistant Commissioner Crime Intelligence and Capability, Michael White, APM. Assistant Commissioner People and Cultural Reform, Bruce Porter, APM. Deputy Commissioner Territory Operations and Road Safety, Michael Murphy, APM. Commissioner of Police and CEO, Fire and Emergency Services, Jamie Chalker, APM. Representative for the Shadow Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, Miss Marie Claire Boothby, MLA. Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, the Honourable Kate Warden, MLA. Please be seated. Today, there are 94 additional recruit police officers currently undergoing training at the Northern Territory Police, Fire and Emergency Services College. They are Recruit Constable Squads 149, 150 and Recruit Auxiliary Squads 75 and 76. The parade commander today is Senior Constable Todd Ackley. Squads 149 and 150 will now march on to the rear of the parade ground to witness the graduation they aspire to achieve. Graduating members of Squad 148 were appointed on the 16th of May 2022 and the members of Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad 28 were appointed on the 23rd of May 2022. Both squads have now completed the extensive college phase of their training and the graduating members will be performing duties in Alice Springs, Darwin, Katherine and Tennant Creek. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad 28 and Constable Squad 148 will now march on to the parade ground. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the flag party. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. The Northern Territory Police Force acknowledges that no matter where we stand in the Northern Territory, we stand on Aboriginal land. I now invite Ms. Janine McLennan to provide the welcome to country from the Larrakia Nation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just bring it down a bit, I'm a bit of shorty short. My name is Janine McLennan and I am a Larrakia woman. And firstly, I acknowledge my Larrakia ancestors of our lands and waters, past, present and future. And as the Northern Territory Police footstep is right across the Northern Territory, we too, the Larrakia, wish to acknowledge many First Nations group across the Northern Territory and right across Australia and pay our respect to your First Nations, past, present and future of your lands and waters. I've been invited here this afternoon, yet again, to another beautiful graduation to welcome you to this very special gathering. The graduating APO Squad 28 and Squad 148. On behalf of our Larrakia ancestors and families, Bachi, 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 welcome. Welcome Commissioner and welcome Ministers. Welcome special guests and dignitaries. Welcome to the fellow families of the NT Police Fire Emergencies, and most importantly, welcome to the family and friends here today witnessing this very special occasion. Traditionally for the Larrakia people, being connected to the land of the salt water, we would invite you down to do a traditional welcome to country at the salt water by asking you putting your hands and feet in the salt water and wiping your sweat back in the salt water so that our ancestors know that your smell is on country. So please be welcome to venture down to one of our beautiful beaches, put your hands and feet in the salt water and wipe your sweat back in the salt water so that our ancestors know that you're here. On a personal note, it's been an honour for the last year doing a lot of our cultural awareness with all the new squads here today, and especially with the new APO squads here. So I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a rewarding career within the police force, and I hope we all have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you, Janine. It's a privilege to be standing on Larrakia country, and we thank you for your welcome. The graduating squads will now advance and stand for inspection. The Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, the Honourable Kate Warden, MLA, will now inspect the parade accompanied by the Commissioner of Police, Jamie Chalker, APM. I would now like to invite the Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, the Honourable Kate Warden, MLA, to address the parade.
Thank you, and thank you, Janine, for that lovely, and it's always lovely to have a welcome to country. And I also acknowledge the Larrakia people on whose land on which we get to have this wonderful ceremony today, and acknowledge elders past, present and emerging. What a great way to end the year, and what a great group of people. Well done to you all. It's just wonderful. That first time that I walked through some months ago, I thought it was such a strange experience, but now that I'm quite used to it, I think it's just a lovely opportunity to meet you before you head out in your new jobs. But all I can say is I'm absolutely impressed, and well done to you all in reaching today. I just want to acknowledge a couple of the esteemed guests this evening as well. Commissioner of Police and CEO of Fire and Emergency Services, Jamie Chalker, APM. Members of the Police Executive, Miss Marie Claire Boothby, MLA, lovely to see you here, and Mr Paul McHugh, President of the Northern Territory Police Association. Hagar Burns from the College Command. I know you do a terrific job out there, Hagar. Thank you again for the work that you're doing. Other NT, Police and Emergency Services members and staff. I know that there might also be some government CEOs here with us today, other union representatives, but most importantly, to our graduates and your family and friends. Welcome everybody, and thank you all for attending this very, very special event this late in the year as well. I am really honoured to be here today to see the Aboriginal Community Police Squad 28 and Recruit Constable Squad 148 graduate. I want to really congratulate all of you on the hard work that it's taken to get you here and dedication to this point today. Particularly thank your families and your friends in the role they've played in helping you get through. We know that it's not easy, them sharing you with us, but thank you to the support that you have given your loved ones with sharing them with our community. And we do recognise that it is just not an easy thing to do. They will be required to be away for periods of time, giving back to their community and serving their community, and for that we as the government say thank you. I said it recently at an awards just earlier this week, that being a police officer is unlike anything that the average person could remotely try to understand, and most people will truly never know what it's like, because your job is completely unlike any other. You all demonstrate the true meaning of public service. You will put yourselves on the line time and time again in your jobs to better the lives and support Territorians. You will be there for other people, for people when they're at their absolute lowest, and you're also there for all of us when we need you the most. And for that, I thank you in advance. As I continue to travel throughout the Northern Territory to visit both urban and remote police stations, I do look forward to seeing as many of you out on the job as possible. And I can say it would be fantastic in my next meeting with you to see you out on the front line in your new jobs. I don't want to talk too long today, as it is all about you, so I'll finish by congratulating you all again on graduating today. It is a massive step in your careers. Thank you for everything that you do from this day forward, for the work you'll do to keep us all safe. Enjoy the rest of the formalities, and I really look forward to getting to meet those I haven't soon. And once again, congratulations. It's a huge step for you today. You've earned everything that comes to you and all the accolades that you get. Congratulations. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a short intermission. Can you please stand as the flag party leaves the parade? Please. Please be seated. The graduating and support squads will now march off. There will now be a short media presentation highlighting the Northern Territory Police Force and the graduating recruits training journey.
You're wearing a hat.
Action!
Welcome to ACPO Squad 28's graduation.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Philip.
I'm Gemma.
I'm Chad. Ever since I finished school, I just kind of wanted a job that I could make a difference in and that my family could be proud of. So it took me a while, but I finally decided to join Northern Territory Police.
I always wanted to join the police. It was just a matter of when. And when this opportunity came up, it was a good way for me to engage with the community, as we're all from the NT. Yeah, we're.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to, just to engage with our community.
Represent.
Yeah,
I want it.
probably traveling different communities too, like learning their cultures and how they go.
So I'm from a small community and just sometimes at that, always negativity around when I was a kid. So always wanted to do a positive thing in my life. And growing up in teenage years, when I wanted to join 18, 19, I think it was, life took me in all different paths. But here I am now. Yeah. I would like to thank all my friends and families that have supported me. I'm pretty sure these guys would say the same thing to their families and friends. That one phone call, it means a lot, you know, kind of that little push for you to keep going. Like for us, I've actually had that, feeling downhill at days, but then, you know, just getting that one text from somebody, like a family member or friend saying, keep going, you've got this all the way. And then, you know, you kind of get the energy from that fuel, that motivation to keep going. And then
What is it?
Yeah, thanks for making your way up from the desert to the top end.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
It's a long journey.
What was that? Desert to the sea.
Desert to the tropics.
Oh, desert to the tropic. Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, what they said.
So looking forward to getting out there, getting on the road, meeting new people. Hopefully I get to go remote more, just to different communities, learn their cultures, how they go, and yeah, looking forward to it.
for me, I think I wanted to explore more around top end regions. That's why I asked for Catherine as well. All these communities outside of Catherine that speak different Creole, and it'd be really good to you know, see that, and you know, working in all these different communities, the cultural difference of it as well.
Super.
Congratulations. We made it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, congratulations and all the best on your policing journeys. I'd like to say thank you for the study groups that we had together, Kyle and Amy.
Yeah.
That really helped us get through all the exams.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really good.
I think everyone should be really proud of each other and how far they've come. I know we've all worked really hard, and congratulations on making it.
Yeah.
I want to miss everybody, actually. I've missed even when we broke up for our skills blocks. Like, we're all become big friends and family sort of thing. So it's pretty sad in a way, but then we're all over it as well. We all want to get out and just get on with it now. It's
been a long journey.
You know, and we're all getting split up sort of thing, but at some point across our career, we're obviously going to come back together, which would be good. So,
yeah, which is nice.
yeah.
Be good to catch up in a few years' time and see and hear like where we've all been and what experiences we've had.
12 months' time. I guess I just want to say, like, Mum and Dad, like, thanks for all the time, effort, and energy you put into me to getting to me to here today. Mum, thanks for always believing in me, and Dad, thanks for showing me the way.
Yeah, a lot of my friends and families are over the seas, so I think they've coped with me not being in contact all the time because I've been busy with study or just tired generally. Definitely to my partner and my kids as well for supporting me throughout it. And I think we've been time poor. I've always felt time poor, a little bit time poor. So they've been patient and they've definitely been and support. So big love.
I've got some family and friends here for graduation, but a lot of my family and friends are still down home, so I do want to say thanks to all my siblings, stuff, mums here with my nan, and yeah, thanks to my dad, my siblings, my little nephews. It's obviously a long way from home, and there's been a lot of support and love that you have shown throughout 30 weeks and even beyond that. So yeah, thanks. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being there and yeah, being the ones to get through.
I just want to thank all my friends and family in Darwin, back home in Brisbane, overseas. All the love and support that they've shared has definitely helped me get through the course, and I couldn't have done it without their support and encouragement. I haven't seen them for a long time, so it'd be nice to see them all today on graduation and witness me receive my medal, because they've definitely been a big part of the journey. Congratulations. Congratulations, 148. All the best.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
All the best, stay safe.
All the best, stay safe.
Yeah.
Ready?
Congratulations, Squad 148. All the best and stay safe.
Yeah, so obviously November came around, we decided to come together to raise the awareness and any funds that we could possibly do and to go to anti-legacy police, which is good. So all the funds will be going there to support any police members struggling. So at the minute we just got a platform up and obviously everyone's growing them most. And then yeah, just putting it out there on social media to keep raising awareness, taking them all to see the Christmas tree, and a couple of the other members that have been doing traffic apprehension stuff, taking them all on little adventures and stuff. I guess just to try and help each other, that everyone's in the same boat. It kind of helps you understand what they're going through as well. And then again, if you need the help as well, you've got a friend that has probably either been through it or is going through it to kind of bounce off as well. Keeps you in that sane mental attitude as well. Just try and enjoy life instead of being depressed as well. For me, obviously 15 years experience from being in the military, so I kind of know how to deal with my own, and that's through fitness. So if I ever feel like I'm going down a little slope, I just go for a run. And on the weekend, we had a friend of mine who passed away due to mental health, so we raised awareness by doing a 19k run to raise funds and awareness in memory for her. So just something like that, just get up and get off the couch and go for a run, for me is how I deal with it. Obviously for those that are new to straight out of school into the college, then I guess trying to find something that they enjoy to just keep them in the game and mentally sane. Oh yeah, it's really important, kind of the motivator. So during fitness, if they're even struggling, just kind of try and find something funny to say, which kind of sparks their little brain to then keep going. Or if they don't like the theory side of things, I kind of make a personal joke that I'm struggling, and that kind of helps them as well, so it's pretty good.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating squads will return to the parade ground. The police identification badge provides its recipient the formal authority to perform the functions of their sworn office. For the graduating squads, being presented with their badge today recognises the dedication they have displayed to successfully complete the 24 and 30 weeks of intensive recruit training, and also signifies the commencement of their career as operational police officers. I now invite the Commissioner of Police, Jamie Chalker, APM, to present the members of the ACPO Squad 28 and Constable Squad 148 with their police identification badges. The Northern Territory Police Force also recognises that family is a critical part of the support network of any serving police officer. In recognition of that family support, immediate family members with significant and meritorious service within the Northern Territory Police or Australian policing jurisdictions who have a family member graduating today have been invited to present their police identification badges to them. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating members of Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad 28 are Philip R. Fatt, Gemma O'Donoghue, Chad Powers, Tommy Summerfield, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating members of Recruit Constable Squad 148 are Sam Bielfeld, Catherine Burns, Claire Christophers, Jared Clark. Constable Clark's badge is being presented by his auntie, Detective Sergeant Carmen Butcher, who has served with the Northern Territory Police Force for 24 years. Claire Cottrell. Constable Cottrell's badge is being presented by her mother, retired Detective Senior Sergeant Sally Cottrell, APM, who served in the Tasmania Police Force for 40 years, and her partner, Acting Sergeant Antoine Meyer, who served in the Northern Territory Police for 10 years. Davrone da Costa Hill. Constable da Costa Hill's badge is being presented by his uncle, Senior Constable Pereira, who has served in the Northern Territory Police Force for 5 years and previously with Victoria Police for 3 years. Amy Darby. Constable Darby's badge is being presented by her partner, Senior Constable Andrew Jamison, who has served in the Northern Territory Police Force for 19 years. Ben Edwards. Michelle Ellis. Charlie Fishwick. Paul Fitzsimmons. Rowena Ford. Billy Joe Grother. Constable Grother's badge is being presented by his brother, Acting Sergeant Chris Grother, who served in the Northern Territory Police Force for 15 years. Aaron Haberman. Rachel Hayden. Emily Henson. Constable Henson's badge is being presented by her father, Acting Sergeant Chris Henson, who served with the Australian Federal Police for 21 years. Christina Holt. Jake Cakeys. Constable Cakeys' badge is being presented by his mother, Sergeant Victoria Cakeys, who has served in the Queensland Police for 22 years. Kyle Lachlan. Adam McMahon. Thomas Nefiadovis. Dean Redpath. Erica Sill. Reese Stewart. Hugh Wallace. Cooper Zobel. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner of Police, Jamie Chalker, APM, will now address the parade.
Good evening, everybody. I'd also like to acknowledge that we meet on Larrakia land, acknowledge the elders past, present and emerging, but also the traditional owners across all of the lands that we have the privilege to serve and protect across the Northern Territory. To the Minister, Kate Warden, thank you as always for making the effort to attend these graduations. It's always well appreciated. Mary Claire, thank you for representing the opposition leader. To the Executive of the Northern Territory Police Force, Deputy Murphy, Assistant Commissioner Porter, Assistant Commissioner White, to Commander Hager Burns, leading our college, to the Chief Fire Officer, Mark Spain, thank you so much for coming. To Paul McHugh, the President of the Northern Territory Police Association, thank you for your attendance as well. We're here to celebrate the graduation of an Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad and a Police Constable Squad. And that's a pretty special thing for the Northern Territory. As you can see before you, there are 4 Aboriginal people who have joined our agency to continue to try and make a difference and to make sure that we are a far better police force than what we've been in our past. They are people who are here with friends, relatives who have been born to this country and are here to make a difference and be part of us. A number of them have come through our Aboriginal Liaison Officer program and are now standing in front of you today to graduate as Aboriginal Community Police Officers. The 4 of them have been a unique team, a great team. As you saw in the video, the happiness, the joy, the pride that they demonstrate is an inspiration for us all. I know the journey the 4 of you have been on and that you've arrived here today. We're very privileged to have you as part of our ranks, and I know your family and friends standing before you, looking at you, are feeling a great sense of pride, as we all do, about the journey you've been on and where you've arrived today. Know that we are incredibly proud of you. Know that we already know the difference you've made in the short time you've been out on the road. Thank you for coming back to be formally graduated today, and know that we have nothing but the best of hopes for you going into the future, and long may your careers go forward at the pace and in the direction that you wish them to go. You're a credit to yourselves, your family and your community, and I congratulate each and every one of you. In front of you also stand 26 constables, women and men who have chosen a path where you have the privilege to serve and protect in the place that you call home, where your family and friends call home, and where the community that you vowed to look after resides. Our badge has our motto on it. We are here to serve and protect. The group in front of you have gone through training. They've come together as a team. They've worked under the stewardship of their course coordinators, who have taught them what it means about being a Northern Territory police officer. They've been given all the tools, all the instruction, and all the guidance to demonstrate the way that they need to follow to be exceptional human beings who have the privilege of wearing our badge. The Northern Territory Police Force has been serving this area in excess of 150 years. There are many police officers who have gone before you and currently serve. They have set up an environment for you of strong community respect and engagement that sees us go through some of the most challenging of times. And yet in the face of those times, they still embrace our police officers. They still call for our police officers in their time of need. And they respect the Northern Territory Police Force. That is the institution you have now joined. You've been issued your badge. That should signal to you a sounding board whenever you have doubts as to who you should be and what you should be. It is a privilege to do what we do. You'll realise that very quickly in your career. I know your course coordinators will be watching, as I will be, to make sure you make us proud, that the return on investment that has been provided to you is repaid, and that you make a difference to people's lives that you are going to be fortunate enough to engage with. It is true you are going to face many challenges during your career. You are going to see people at their lowest ebb. Know that they're the people that you are there to serve and protect, to put that hand out of kindness, to get them through their worst day, to make sure that they get through it all safely. Remember to always treat everybody the way you would want a family member to be treated. If you do that, your careers will be bountiful as it relates to what you feel you get back from a service to our community. To the family and friends that are here today, I want to thank you in advance for the support that I know you're going to have to provide to our frontline officers and our Aboriginal community police officers. It is true the lot of policing is not an easy one, but many of us are successful because of the love and support that we have in our lives. They will call upon you from time to time, but I also urge you to be cognizant of the fact they may not always put out the call, so please check in on them. Thank you for sharing them with us. Thank you for allowing them to join our family, to be part of an agency that is dedicated to make a difference and to improve the lives of every Territorian. It's what we sign up to do. It's what we're proud of doing. And I want to thank you for how proud you would be today of seeing your family and friends standing before you, having now graduated as constables and Aboriginal community police officers. The hard work starts when you get out on the road. All the tools are being given to you. It's now down to you. Be part of a team that will help you, that will guide you, will support you, and be beside you. Hold your standards high. They will keep you safe. They will keep our community safe. An incredibly proud day for each and every one of you. It is a time to celebrate that. Embrace your family, embrace your friends. Take a minute to pause for the incredible achievement that you've realised. There are many people who would want to be standing where you are today, and you have the privilege of having now graduated and chasing your dream. Well done to you all.
Thank you, Commissioner. We now move to the presentation of awards for outstanding achievements within the graduating squads. The first award to be presented is the Physical Training Trophy. This award will be presented by the Deputy Commissioner, Territory Operations and Road Safety, Michael Murphy, APM. The Physical Training Trophy is presented for outstanding ability in the physical training component of the recruit training course, including physical training, firearms, defensive tactics, and driver training. The recipient of the award for Squad 148 is Constable Emily Henson. The next award is the Glenn Hewitson Medal. This award will be presented by the President of the Northern Territory Police Association, Mr. Paul McHugh. The Glenn Hewitson Medal is presented for the most consistent application in all areas of the training throughout the Constable Recruit Training Program. The recipient of this award is Constable Adam McMahon. The next award is the Most Dedicated Trophy. This award will also be presented by the President of the Northern Territory Police Association, Mr. Paul McHugh. The Most Dedicated Trophy is presented for the most consistent application in all areas of the Aboriginal Community Police Officer Recruit Training course. The recipient of this award is Aboriginal Community Police Officer Gemma O'Donoghue. The next award is the Commissioner's Trophy. This award is presented by the Commissioner of Police, Jamie Chalker, APM. The Commissioner's Trophy is presented for overall performance in all areas of the recruit training course, including academic, practical and physical training. The ACPO Squad 28 recipient for this award is Aboriginal Community Police Officer Gemma O'Donoghue. The member from Constable Squad 148 recipient for this award is Constable Michelle Ellis. The next award is the Gavin Jabuljari Spencer Memorial Trophy. This award will be presented by the Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, the Honourable Kate Warden, MLA. The Gavin Jabuljari Spencer Memorial Trophy is presented to the most improved Aboriginal Community Police Officer for the graduating squad. The recipient of the award is Aboriginal Community Police Officer Philip R. Fatt. The next award is the Rod Evans Memorial Award. This award will also be presented by the Minister for Police, Fire and Emergency Services, the Honourable Nicole Mannison, MLA. The Rod Evans Memorial Award is presented for the highest academic achievement for the graduating squad. The recipient of this award is Constable Dean Redpath. Thank you, Minister. Aboriginal Community Police Officer Chad Powers will now deliver a speech on behalf of Squad 28.
Hey, we made it, you mob! Good afternoon, everyone, from the Aboriginal Community Police Officer Squad 28. Welcome, Commissioner Jamie Chalker, dignitaries, family, friends, and college staff. We would like to pay our respects to the Larrakia people on whose land we are on today, and also pay our respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. We are Yanganjara, Pitjantjatjara, and Yaru. Before coming to Darwin to join the college, we come from Alice Springs and Daly River. Now that we have graduated, we are going to Alice Springs, Turner Creek, and Catherine. During our time at the college, we not only learned about legislation and how to be deadly police officers, we also learned that our personalities didn't have to be hidden and in fact were encouraged by our instructors. On day one, we started our course with 10 Jesk auxiliaries, 11 frontline auxiliaries, and the 4 of us. Week 4, Jesk left to Nightcliff. Week 17, we saw our frontliners graduate, and then there was 4 of us. During our time at the college, we only realised that there was 4 of us when Philip started talking in week 8. We didn't know that he had a voice until he had to yell in defensive tactics. Senior Cameron finally convinced Tommy to buy a watch because Tommy time wasn't relevant at the college, eh? Every day this bloke was asking us, what time are we starting? What time is PT? What time did they say we got to be back in class tomorrow, you know? And me, I always decided that the natural greeting for everybody when I rocked up in the morning was, oh, hey, you know. And if we needed to know something, Gemma was our timetable, our clock watcher, our dictionary. She held our heads above water, and she's our little big sister. We learned that we could drag a dummy, jump a fence, and being sprayed wasn't that uncomfortable. That finally driving a police car was deadly. That my favorite move was the helmet. I'd give you my demo, but I got my hat on. We learned that our instructors said something when we were told from our instructors that something was due on that time and date, it meant that it was due on that time and date. Otherwise, we'd get the mum look, and that wasn't good from them away. We had the opportunity to learn things that normally we wouldn't have learned and was not scheduled in our timetable. We thank the instructors for finding and allowing us to do those extra things, and that the reality-based training really got our blood pumping. We would like to thank our squad mums, Senior Constable Sharon Cameron and Senior Auxiliary Caroline Morrissey. They were helpful, supported, and very patient through our time in college. I'd also like to take the time to thank all of the other instructors from driver training and the Operation and Safety team. Thank you all for coming and showing your support to the graduating squads today. Shout out to all the Titchikala, Alice Springs, Daly River, and Derby mob from travelling this far to be here with us today. We can't wait to finally put our skills and knowledge that we have learned in the college into practice, and we are looking forward to working in our respective police stations. Thank you.
Constable Adam McMahon from Squad 148 will now deliver a speech on behalf of his squad.
Thanks, Chad. I'm not sure how I'm going to top that one. Good evening, distinguished guests, friends and family. I begin today by acknowledging the Larrakia people, traditional owners of the land which we gather. I'd like to thank Auntie Janine for her welcome to country and pay my respects to the Larrakia elders past, present and emerging. I extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. My name is Adam McMahon and I represent Squad 148. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here today to celebrate the graduation of VACPO Squad 28 and Constable Squad 148. For many of us, joining the Northern Territory Police has been a lifelong aspiration. With no lack of perseverance, tenacity, and a continuous demonstration of resilience. Today we can say it is a dream we have each accomplished. We are living the dream. Our journey began on the 16th of May. A group of people attended the college not knowing each other, about to start a new career as a Northern Territory police officer. The start of the course got us straight into legislation, exams, and physical training, followed by skills block. A big thanks to Senior Hayes and Senior Guy Cardona and all the OST, driver training and interviewing instructors. We have already learnt so much about ourselves in the 7 months of college. The experiences we expect to encounter will be challenging, but will be outweighed by the rewarding experiences. These experiences will remind us of why we applied for the NT Police, why we accepted our offers into Squad 148, and why we stand here before you today, eager and passionate to serve and to protect the community of the Northern Territory. This is a calling we graciously accept and a path we passionately choose to take. We will strive to be compassionate, to be kind and courageous, and to be people of the highest form of integrity, and the face of hope for people in the times of doubt and despair. As we accept our badges today, we are making the promise to community, to our friends, and to our families, to be professional and devoted members of the Northern Territory Police Force. We would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our family and friends that have supported us throughout this journey. We cannot thank you enough for the sacrifices you have made. We would not be here without you. To finish, the squad would like to thank our squad coordinators. Now, I know every squad says they had the best, but I will say we have the best coordinators in Sergeant Owen Blackwell and Senior Constable Todd Ackerley. They scolded us when required, but they more so encouraged us and assisted us through our time at the college. And their experience they have shared with us will be invaluable to guide us through our careers. Squad 148 cannot thank you enough. To my squad mates, I thank you, and I'll see you on the road. I will leave you with the words of Sergeant Blackwell. Regroup, refocus, and move on. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I now invite the Police, Fire and Emergency Services Chaplain, Mr. Warren Douglas, to recite the police prayer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to all the graduates. It's been great to get to know you in the college, and I look forward to getting to know you more as you go to serve in our communities. It's a privilege for me to pray with you now. Lord our God, guide these young people as they serve the community in their future endeavours. May they face life's challenges with courage, using the knowledge they gained while training. Give them strength and wisdom to use their skills to provide assistance to help those in need and to comfort those who grieve. Help them to be a personal example of honesty and goodness. Grant that their actions will inspire in their community confidence in its youth. Give them grace to use every day to your glory and to help one another. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. I now ask all guests to please stand as the flag party marches off the parade ground. Please be seated. This concludes the parade for this evening, and on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, we thank you for your attendance. The graduating squads will now leave the parade ground, symbolising the end of their training at the college and the commencement of their careers as operational police officers within the Northern Territory Police. Thank you.